Updates. Governor Obaseki finally speaks on being scared of direct primaries. The governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, has in no uncertain terms dismissed insinuations in some quarters that he was scared of direct primaries mode of election. The governor added that he is not scared of the direct primaries ahead of the governorship primaries of the All Progressive Congress in Edo State. He noted that although he is against the National Working Committee (NWC) of the APC's choice for direct primaries as against his choice of indirect election, he said that it is not within the powers of the NWC to announce the mode of election. Members of the Oshomole's camp have mocked Obaseki over his refusal to accept direct primaries, noting that the governor was scared of losing the governorship primary. Recall that the Adams Oshomole-led NWC of the party had declared that the global nation rear election fixed for June 22nd, 2020 would be conducted using the direct primary mode, where all the card-carrying members of the APC would come out en masse to vote with their flag bearer. But Obaseki, who is in a political touches with Oshomole, a former governor of the state, Oshomole, said that the only National Executive Committee (NEC) of the party, with recommendation of the state chapter of the party, has the power to ratify mode of primaries. Obaseki, who spoke through his special media on political matters, Chief Osaro Ida, said that the NEC of the party had, during its last meeting, which had not been reviewed, decided on direct primaries, noting that it would not be proper to have crowds at this crucial period of coronavirus pandemic, which every relevant body and agency recommending social distancing and avoiding mass gathering as guidelines to combat the spread of the virus. While speaking to the members of the press, Ida insisted that the adoption and use of indirect primaries election in the state is circumstanced, adding that it does not mean that Governor Godwin Obaseki was scared of direct primaries. He said that Governor Godwin Obaseki is not scared of the direct primaries election because he will win fair and square, but he wants the right process to be followed and the right thing to be done at the right time. We do not want to expand anybody's ego and what the extant law to be obeyed. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has scheduled September 19, 2020 for the state governorship election. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. We have heard what Obaseki said, that he is not scared. He finally came out and said he's not scared of the directive primaries election. During the last election in Ogun State and Lagos State, respectively, NIC ordered the direct system to appoint their candidates, but now, when it comes to Edo State, they don't have the power again. They don't have power again. Now, it's NEC. Your eyes will soon clear. They don't have power again. Now, the NEC are now showing themselves. Imagine. Fine. They have their reasons for conducting a direct primary election in those states, because they have given reason. Oshomole has given reason why he has to conduct this direct primary election because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Because they know that if they conduct this direct primaries, that there will be no more crowd coming together because of this COVID-19. There will be distance. There will be little crowd that will be around in this election because of this COVID-19 pandemic. So they want to observe the social distancing. That is why. This is why they have decided to conduct a direct primaries in Edo State. If we have two factions of directive and indirective primaries, it might not go the Zamfara and Port Harcourt way. APC are aware of that. It will not go their way. So, if Obaseki is afraid of direct primaries, then he shouldn't complain. He shouldn't complain at all, because he is behind what is going on, what is happening. If he's behind Oshomole not supporting him, because if he end this crisis that him and Oshomole are having by submitting himself, or Oshomole, by apologizing and leaving pride out of this, then Oshomole will definitely support him, and he will be the governor of Edo State. But if he refuses to succumb or to apologize, then forget it. Ize Yamu will be the next governor for the state. He will never be supported. He will never be voted for, because Oshomole will definitely not allow him to be voted for. Oshomole is a man that has the connections. Whatever he says to the candidate, whatever he says to the voters stands. So he has the power to control voters. So, as I was saying before, that my question for Obaseki is he afraid of direct primaries? He have always said that the people are behind him, so he should not complain, or he should not get scared of the direct primaries. The fear, or is the fear not to spread COVID-19 in the state? Is that why he's afraid of the primaries, of the direct primaries? Because he does not want the COVID-19 to be spread in the state. Yet Edo State was never locked down, even for one day. It was never locked down for one day. So there is no social distancing anywhere in the states, because the states, Obaseki did never announce lockdown for Edo State. There is no social distancing anywhere in Edo State, and our public schools today have become center of distribution of this virus. Even those that announced the lockdown in their states still have enough cases of dead COVID-19, or enough cases of those that are infected with this pandemic. That is it. So it is within the power of the NWC to conduct direct primaries for Edo states. Final. That is it. So all markets are open in Edo State, and I believe that direct primary is the best, as every card carried members will be allowed to vote. Indirect primaries is a corrupt way. It is for the greatest bidders. So Obaseki should stop all this noise and face reality, because NWC has the power. So he should go out and show the state that he can make it. After that, no one can stop his second term, if he can show the world that he can make it. So viewers, there's nothing he can say about this. He doesn't have right to dispute the decision of INEC. or NWC. There's nothing you can say because INEC would never recognize any party governor election from state chapter. It is only the national body that can organize it and submit the party candidate to INEC. So viewers, what is your take on this concerning the decisions made by NWC about the direct primaries election? Your comments very needed. So don't hesitate to drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates whenever I publish new videos. Thank you.